support Trump?
There's only one reason only. I don't like taxes, okay? All this
You're
other
still gonna
BS
be
about
taxed. It's
all
just
this
where it
BS
goes
about
to.
Epstein and all,
Republicans and
like you don't
Democrats
really
aren't
care
gonna
about that
decrease your
crap. You're just making
tax.
a conversation. What?
Republicans and Democrats aren't going to decrease your taxes. Neither are libertarians. Our debt right now is $39 trillion. We are close to becoming, or if not, unsolvent already. You are still going to be taxed, if not an increase in tax, if you don't tax the rich billionaires and millionaires. The only thing on what you can decide on what
Bro,
you
we're
can
not
decide
doing
when
this
you
AI
vote
script
is
today,
where
bro.
your
Just
taxes
stop. Just be
go,
genuine,
whether
bro.
it's
Like
social safety nets or
you're
whether it
being
goes back
so
to the rich
fucking
and
AI.
billionaires.
Just talk with your heart, bro. Come on. Talk with your
That is
heart.
me talking with my heart. The
You're
fact that
just
your
you're
taxes are
so
not going to
monotone,
decrease.
dude. Talk. Why do you hate him for tax reasons? Because I mean, tell me
Because he
why.
increased
Why?
taxes on us and he decreased taxes for the rich and billionaires. Harris would have decreased taxes for us and increased taxes for them. We're not going to have our taxes decrease, right? It's just where it goes, okay? Where our
Mm-hmm.
taxes go is where we can choose, not whether or not we get a higher tax rate or lesser tax rate. We can't choose that because of our debt. That's why.
Yeah, so I agree that he's trying to. Obviously, can you agree with me that he's trying to lower corporate tax, right? You can agree with me with that, right? The rich people, the business owners, he's lowering those
That's a
type of
bad
taxes.
thing.
No, no, but do you agree with me that that's what he's doing, though, right?
He's reducing taxes for the wealthy, yes.
Yes, he is. Okay, exactly. So if
Are
wealthy
you
people,
wealthy?
what?
Are you wealthy?
Can I please talk? No, I'm not wealthy. I'm a college student, but I'm trying
You're
to get you to a
bootlicking
point.
billionaires, buddy. Holy shit.
Okay, you're weird. Anyways, if they own businesses, right? If you lower those taxes, they're going to open up and expand more throughout the United States.
What's the incentive?
More opportunities for entry level jobs like
But what's
me
the
being a
incentive for them
college
not to just
student.
pocket
You're
it?
expanding. That's why you see like Starbucks, they moved their
No, you're not
campus, I
telling me
think,
the
to
incentive because
the
they could just
incentive is
pocket that.
more
They could just
jobs will
pocket
open
it.
up. The more jobs
No,
will
but
open
why would
up.
they care about more jobs opening up?
Higher paying entry level jobs.
But why
Don't you
would they
want a
care
better
about people
entry
making
level
more?
job as
They
having to be
wouldn't. Hold on.
paying forty
Companies don't
thousand
want to pay
dollars a
people
year?
more.
What?
There's no incentive for them to actually put that money back. Reaganomics doesn't work, right? Saying like Reaganomics does not work at all. Reaganomics ruined America.
Prove it.
Look at any data after
Tell me a
Reagan.
data stat.
Sure, the proportionality or
Tell me one.
the diff I would the
I have my
difference
computer, so tell me.
the difference between what the average American
Bro, you're
earns.
yapping. Just tell me it. Just tell me it.
You're not 23.
Yes, I am. September 25th, 2002.
Then can you like hold yourself accountable,
Can
please?
you tell me the damn thing so I can look it up?
What do you want to look? What do you want to see?
oh my gosh, bro. You just said you were going to tell me. So tell me what is the site? You don't even know, see?
Well, I was telling you what I was about to say is the fact that like I can give you a source for this.
You're just
Um,
fucking yapping.
the government spending. So you can look at public files. In relations to this is in relations to Reaganomics. And you can look at any of these data sets that actually tell you the fact that like everything's
Bro, what
gotten
is
worse
the
since
website, man?
Reaganomics. Let's see. Um,
All these dick riding in your comments is insane.
you're just mad you're losing.
Oh, this ain't no debate. We just talking.
This is a debate. If you're
Bro,
not
you're
here
a
for a debate,
sweat.
I'll
You
kick
care
you.
about this so much. How much you get paid for this? You a sweat.
$20 trillion. You think I'm joking?
Yeah, you are. You're funny, man.
Do you think I'm a grifter?
What?
Do you think I'm a grifter?
A grifter?
No, because I get
Can you
paid
tell me
twenty
the
trillion dollars.
website though, bro?
I'm giving you the website right now. Give me a second. Chill out.
You're so slow, man. I mean, I thought you had it. You said you were telling me it, so
I was
I can
telling you
get your
off the
phone.
top of my head of what I remember, not the exact data set. Right? I mean, if you're denying that since Reaganomics, billionaires have only gotten richer, then you're just insane because it's true. Billionaires have been getting richer over the past decade and a half,
Okay,
two
okay.
decades.
Let's just say that they are. Okay, let's just say I
For
agree
example,
with
yes,
you
yes,
that
I
they
found it, I
are.
found it, I
Okay,
found it, I found it, I found it, I found it. Federal Reserve
okay.
System, Federal Reserve System, distributional financial accounts, wealth and income inequality
What's the
have
website?
widened.
Oh my
I
gosh!
just
Stop telling me this. I
can you
can
pay
read it
attention?
myself.
Federal Reserve System, right?
Federal
It
Reserve
should be the
System.
Fed.
Okay, you can stop
You
talking now. At that point, you can stop talking. You don't need to keep reading all that BS. Okay, I'll look at it. I mean, like shit. You talk too damn much. It's a yes or no question.
It's not a yes or no. You were
I
telling
asked
me
you for the
the
website.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
you
not a
said
yes or
it.
no
Now
question.
shut
That's me
up.
giving you the
So shut
website.
up. So shut up. Okay. Now, anyways, let's just say that the rich people were actually getting rich, right? They're getting richer from Donald
And
Trump.
we're getting poorer. No, not
That,
just from Donald Trump, since
oh, you getting
Reaganomics.
poor? Okay, I'm not poor, my guy.
I said
So
we, as
you
in the average
poor,
American. You
but
are the average
but
American. You're a college student. You're not wealthy. You said it yourself.
no,
You are the average American. You are getting poor.
I'm higher middle.
You're definitely not,
How you gonna tell me that?
because you're not making sense right now. Median wages. I can also see real wage growth for many workers slowed compared with other decades. That's according to the BLS, right? So wage growth
Mm-hmm.
has decreased since Reaganomics. Productivity versus compensation. This is an insane one. Worker productivity continued rising while typical compensation grew more slowly. That's according to the Economic Policy Institute. All of these things prove that we are worse off because of Reaganomics. Why? People are working harder, not and getting paid less. Wages grown slower because of Reaganomics. The income inequality gap has only widened since the 1980s. The federal debt skyrocketed since the 1980s, especially now with Trump. Republicans are bad for the economy. Republicans are bad for debt. Republicans are bad for the minimum wage. Republicans are bad for the average Americans and poverty rates.
Bro, oh my gosh, what do you want? Like genuinely, like what do you want out of
Tell me why you
Donald
still
Trump?
support Trump. We are
I
one
just told you.
subscriber away from 500 subscribers over on YouTube. Hit that
Gosh,
subscribe right now.
bro.
So tell me why you support Trump.
Dude, I love the freaking stock market. I love it. I absolutely love
A
it.
free stock market?
He's I love the stock market. He supports that,
The
especially with
stock
AI
market grew
tech stuff.
slower than it did in
Can I
2025.
talk?
We're
Nvidia,
just
I bought
wrong.
it at $89 with Joe Biden, okay? And then it started going up. No, Joe Biden did good though in tech. I can't even lie with you with that. Tech stocks were going up with Biden. But when it hit Donald Trump in presidency, man, that shit was taking over. I sold. I sold at 230. And I put all that money into Atlanta Braves.
Why are you telling me this? I don't care.
Okay, cool.
The stock market grew slower in 2025 than it did in
That's
2024.
cap. That's
That's
cap.
true.
That's cap.
That's true. You can say
Cap.
it's cap, but it's true. Cult members
You're just
exposing their
broke and
single
just
brain cell.
ignorant.
So true. Cult members are exposing their single brain cell. Quite frankly,
Quite frankly. But yeah, man, honestly, it's just because of that. It's just money. I love my money. That's it. I don't care about that Epstein stuff. I don't care
you
about
don't care
any of
about
that other
rape.
stuff. Man, prove it to me. Prove it to me.
You raped a woman determined by a civil court.
Prove it. Were you
Sure, I
there?
got you.
Were you there?
Were you there during the Holocaust?
No. So
Did the
why should
Holocaust
I believe
happen?
that? So why should I believe that?
You don't think the
I wasn't
Holocaust
there.
happened?
It could happen, but I wasn't there, so I'm
Are
not
you a
gonna make up
Christian?
something that I don't
Hold
know.
on. Are you a Christian?
What does that matter?
Are you a Christian? Yes or no?
Why does that matter?
Are you a Christian? Yes or no? You have
What do you
10
think? What do
seconds.
you think? What do you
Yes, you
think?
are a Christian.
Yes, I am.
You denied the Holocaust just now, but you're saying you're a Christian, even though you weren't there during Jesus' resurrection, right? You weren't there, right?
I wasn't there, correct?
Okay. How do you know Jesus was resurrected?
How do I know that? I don't
Yeah.
know that.
How do you know Jesus is the Son of God? You don't. So why are you a Christian, right? You believe things
Wait,
without
wait, wait,
evidence?
wait, wait,
You
wait,
believe
wait.
things
You
without
asked
evidence,
me,
yet
do
you
I
deny
know?
the
Wait,
Holocaust,
no,
which
no,
is
no.
the
Wait,
most
you're making up.
documented event in history. Why? Because the Nazis documented it
No, you're putting
themselves.
words in my mouth. You didn't put. Let me answer that
You
question. You
literally
said
said you don't
you said
believe the Holocaust happened.
yeah, but go back to the Jesus thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Nazi. Get out of my live stream, you weirdo. There's 30 people over on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe right now. We are one subscriber away from 500 subscribers. How's it going, eSport Trump?
I do.
How do you feel about this? He was held liable for sexual abuse.
What makes you believe that?
This right here, Mr. Trump sexually abused Miss Carroll. Check mark yes.
What makes you believe that? Can I ask?
Because
Like,
it was deemed by a
what
civil
makes
court
you
that he
believe
did.
he was so you believe just because a court said it, it's like true?
If you're asking me for evidence, then I can give you the evidence. Sure, there's tons of evidence that leads me to believe this. First off, E. Jean Carroll didn't lie within his testimony.
No, I'm
Neither did
just
any of
like
her
asking
witnesses. Trump
you.
did.
I know that's not just
So then
that's
what's the
not
question you're
also what
asking
I
me?
asked you. I asked just because I said just because a jury found him guilty, that means like it happened. Like, do you believe that?
I believe the jury, yes.
Okay, you believe that because he was found guilty, like he's guilty, I guess, right?
And because of the evidence, yes.
Is that the same thing with Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo Anthony is innocent. Legally, he was found. He was found. He was found. He was convicted on murder. I think manslaughter, or I think it was murder. Sorry, not manslaughter. Murder.
Yeah, it was
But I
murder.
believe that he is innocent, right?
Uh, so I could say the same thing about Trump. Legally, he was found guilty.
Sure. Then why do you
Uh,
think Trump's innocent? Prove it.
why do you think Carmelo Anthony's?
9.31, 9.32, 19.02.
Yeah,
Self-defense.
but
Why do you
yeah,
think
but those.
Trump is innocent?
Hold on. Yeah, but
We're not
those.
going to talk about Carmelo Anthony. We're not going to talk about
No,
Carmelo
because
Anthony. We're
because
talking
they are
about
the
Trump.
same
Stay on
thing.
topic. Why do you think you said Trump's innocent? Why do you think Trump's innocent? Stay on
You
topic.
also said Carmelo Anthony's
That's great.
innocent.
We're not talking about Carmelo
Then
Anthony. Why do you
continue.
think Trump's innocent?
Hold on, but one leads to the
No,
other.
hold on. No, hold on. Why do you think Trump's innocent?
You can't just say your reasoning and then not let me debate your reasoning
You were
for
the
that.
one who
By the way,
pivoted from Carmelo Anthony to pivot away from Trump. The reason why you brought Carmelo Anthony's up,
no,
because I
I
would
will go
respond.
back.
Should I
I
have not
will go.
responded? Should I have not responded and tell you why I think Carmelo Anthony was innocent? Should I not? Should I have not done
Okay,
that?
can I not
Right, but then you
respond
would have
back?
called me dishonest, right? Then you would have said I was dishonest. So either way, I don't win within that because you're a disingenuous POS. So why do you think Trump is innocent? You made the claim. Defend it.
Because it took her 20 years to come out.
Because great argument. Where victims don't even come out. Does that mean the victims that didn't
Okay,
come out didn't get raped? No, it doesn't. Just because someone doesn't come out, you should be grateful that victims come out, right? They don't come out because of people like you who don't
at the
believe them,
peak
even when
at
they
the
hold
peak of his
abusers held
at the
accountable
peak
in a
at
civil
the
court.
at the peak of his life. He was running for
Okay, so do you
president. He
believe?
was
Do you
making
believe
the
the
most.
do you believe the
Hold
alleged
on,
victims of Eric Swalwell?
you can't
Do you
continue
believe the alleged
you can't
victims of Eric
you
Swalwell?
can't continue to ask me questions
It's just a
and then
yes or no.
whenever
Do you believe the victims of Eric Swalwell?
uh, I don't have enough information on that to say yes or no.
It should be an easy yes. I don't know why you bootlick pedophiles and rapists.
What? Okay, I don't know why you defend murderers.
Legally, it was not murder by definition.
Legally, it was
19.02
because
19.0. But
yeah,
nice
but
pivot. Nice pivot. Can we go back on Trump?
bro, you won't let me.
Yeah, I won't
but
let you pivot.
yeah,
No, I'm
but
not going to let you talk about Carmelo Anthony. Absolutely not.
yeah, because you know you're wrong.
Because we're talking about Trump. I could be wrong on Carmelo Anthony, so be it. We're still talking about Trump. Let's
Okay,
say I concede.
okay, you're
I'm wrong
also
about
wrong with
Carmelo
this.
Anthony. There you go. There's your win. Let's talk about Trump.
Okay, good boy, good boy.
Yeah, good
Okay.
boy. Why do you support Trump even though he's a
Good boy.
rapist?
What do you mean? I don't believe he's a rapist. Just like you
Why
don't
don't you believe he's a rapist?
Carmelo Anthony's. Because I just said my
Because
reasoning.
great argument.
I just said my reasoning.
You said because she didn't come out until 20 years later, victims don't even come out. Therefore, under your worldview, those victims that don't come out, which is a lot of them, didn't get
Can
raped,
I-
which is insane. You just defend rape. You probably are a rapist. Notice how I said probably?
You just
You
defended
should
a
get
murderer.
your hard drive checked, maybe?
You just defended a murderer. Does that mean you're a murderer?
No, doesn't make me a murderer.
Oh, same with me.
I didn't defend a murderer.
You did.
Who?
Carmelo Anthony. I just
I
said
don't know who that is.
Bro, you're the dumbest one.
Says the one who's pivoting from Trump to Carmelo Anthony. And
No,
a citizen,
no.
a U.S. president from a citizen. Can we stop talking about Carmelo Anthony? You mention his name one more time, I'm going to kick you.
Okay, I already got what I needed. I won the argument. Go ahead
Great.
and kick me.
Okay, great.
Go
So
ahead
you
and
won the
kick me.
argument on Carmelo Anthony, but you lost on Donald Trump because you support
No,
rapists.
I want to
Yes?
let you know this is the exact same thing. They line up, not like the whole
They
thing.
don't line up. Okay,
The principle
sure.
is the same thing.
I'll address this. What penal code did Carmelo Anthony violate? Because killing is not inherently illegal. Therefore, Carmelo Anthony had to be violating a penal code while in the
Yeah.
action of killing. So, what penal code did Carmelo Anthony violate?
He-
Go ahead.
No, he also
No,
in
no,
order.
no. Oh no, penal
Hold
code.
on, no,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Yes or
no, no,
no?
no,
Yes or no?
no.
I need a number. Don't say anything but a
It's
number.
not a yes or no question, just like you said
It's
to that
penal
last guy.
code.
Okay, but that's not a yes or no
What
question,
penal
just like you
code?
said to that
Sure.
last
What
guy.
penal code did he violate?
Good
Go ahead.
boy.
Okay,
Hold
go
on, you
ahead.
can't say
You
that.
have 10 seconds or I kick you.
Okay, you said what? 9.32, 9.31. Those only apply whenever you are under in threat
Answer my
of your
question.
life.
Killing is not inherently illegal. Therefore, in order for it to be murder,
9.32. He
therefore, in order for it
violated
to be murder,
9.31.
in order for it to
Okay,
be
I'm
murder, he
telling
has to
you,
be
he
violating a
violated
penal code
9.31
while
and
in the action of
9.32.
killing. So, what penal code did he violate while in the action of
9.31
killing?
and 9.32.
He didn't violate 9.31 and 9.32 because those penal
Yes, he
codes
did.
are self-defense.
What? What'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Actually,
9.31 is self-defense. He met the criteria for 9.31.
no, he didn't. Because if you look up what criteria do you have to meet, like
How about we
stabbing
just read
someone.
9.31? Should we just read it?
No, you have to read it at.
Let's just
with
read
the
it. Let's just read it.
context.
Except as
Bro,
provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against the other's use or attempted use of unlawful force. The actor's belief that the force was immediately necessary, as described by the subsection, is presumed to be reasonable. There you go.
Okay.
He's met the
Okay.
criteria
If
for
you look
9.31.
it up, just look it
9.32,
up. Just look it up. Hey, I want
just
you to
look it
look
up.
this
Great.
up. No, I will tell you what to look up, and then you say why doesn't penal code 9.31 help out Carmelo Anthony? And it will say
I'm not gonna chat GPT it just like you did. I'm sure
You
you went
don't-
to
you
I'm
don't-
sure you went to Grok AI and it tell you, hey, look, Carmelo Anthony is guilty, even though he's a black man, even though there's racial inequality within the system, which is another point that makes this different. Trump is a white man.
So hold on.
Carmelo
So you're
Anthony is a
doing
black man.
everything. You're doing everything to defend this man. You're doing everything. You're a murderer too. Just because you defend a murderer means you're a murderer too.
I never said
You're
you. So the thing is, so
Hold
the
on,
difference,
you're probably.
good catch there, good catch there. Because the difference from what I said you probably are a rapist. You literally said I am a murderer. You said I quote, and I quote. So you take it back, right? You take it back.
Hold
Take it
on.
back.
Take what back?
That you said I'm a murderer. Do you take that back?
No.
Okay.
See,
Are you
you're
sure?
trying to get me.
Are you
I
sure?
know what you're trying to do. You're trying to trap me. You're not good at
So
debating.
hold on.
bro.
You think I'm a murderer? What's your evidence?
What do you mean?
You don't take it back. You said I'm a murderer.
Hold on.
You said you made the claim.
Yes?
You made the claim that I am a murderer. That is a definitive claim. So what is your evidence that I murdered someone?
Didn't you say
No,
yesterday?
no. You made a claim. Prove it.
Okay, prove the claim that nobody respects Trump. That Putin respect. Yeah.
Yo, you again? Yo, this is the most stupidest guy ever. This is the most stupidest guy ever. You are stupid.
This is like 5 times in a row I've beat you. I've caught you in a hole, and you know it every time. That's why you're laughing.
Type a 1 in the chat if this guy beat me. Type a 2 in the chat if he's a delusional motherfucker who genuinely doesn't know anything.
Okay, hold
Type
on.
a 1 in the chat if he beat me. Type a 2 in the chat and he's delusional. Type a 1 in the chat if he beat me. Type a 2 in the chat if he's delusional. Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Bro, you get-
These aren't even my people. These are not, like, my chats. Most of my chats aren't even a part of this community.
Really? Because
1.5 valid.
Really? Because
there's
Izzy,
on YouTube, there's all 2s. Izzy is the only moderator. She's the only one that's constantly in this community.
so I see 3 1s. I mean 1.5.
1.5, that doesn't count, buddy. Get a grip.
Whatever you want. Oh, really? Hold on. We'll take the chat out of here. You said yesterday.
Let's read
that
YouTube. Let's read YouTube. 2, 2,
I
2,
literally
1,
said-
2, 1.
I literally said,
overwhelmingly,
take the
people think
chats
you're
out of
delusional.
this.
Doesn't look like
I
you
literally
beat me.
said, hold on. I literally said, take the chats out of this.
Why
Hold
should
on.
I do that?
You said yesterday that nobody respects Trump.
Yeah.
And then when I said, look at him smiling because
It was a figure of speech. It wasn't
Okay,
meant
so
to be
was mine.
taken literal.
So was mine. Dude,
You calling me a murderer is not a figure of speech. Hello?
It is. Because you said just because I defend a rapist doesn't mean like
I
what?
said you probably are a rapist. I didn't call you a rapist.
Okay, is that a figure of speech as well?
No, I think you are probably a rapist. That's not a
Okay,
figure of
I
speech.
actually
genuinely
think you're a
believe it.
murderer. If you genuinely
Okay, then
believe,
what evidence do you have to believe that makes you
what
think I'm a murderer? You
what
just said you
evidence
believe
do
that I'm a
you
murderer.
have?
What evidence?
Okay, what evidence do you believe that I'm a probably a rapist?
Because you defend rapists, you defend Democrats and Republicans who are rapists, and typically people who defend other rapists are rapists themselves. They defend their own people, right?
Okay, I
Just how
will.
Donald Trump is not releasing the Epstein files because he's protecting his own people, i.e., pedophiles. The same way
I
as
will
you're
defend.
defending Donald Trump and Eric Swalwell because they're rapists, you probably are rapists. Now you said
Okay,
I'm
I will
definitely a
say
murderer. You believe that I'm a murderer. What is your
yes.
evidence that I am a murderer?
Okay, you probably are. I
So you take it
believe you
back. I'm
are.
not a murderer.
No, I don't take it back.
So I am
I
a murderer.
I believe you are a murderer
Okay, why?
because
What's your evidence? Why do you believe it?
you defend murderers, which means, i.e., that you
Okay, in order for it to
also.
be murderer, and in order for Carmelo Anthony to be a murderer legally, he has to be violating a penal code while in the action of killing. So what
I
penal code did
literally
Carmelo Anthony violate?
just told you
Penal Code
that he.
9.31, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against the other's
Hey,
use or
by the
attempted
way,
use of unlawful force. The actor believes that the force was
hey,
immediately necessary as described in the subsection is presumed to be reasonable. Therefore, Carmelo Anthony met the criteria for 9.31.
hey,
9.32 just says that the
hey,
person has to beat criteria
hey,
within
buddy,
9.31.
buddy,
Therefore, Carmelo Anthony met the
buddy,
criteria between 9.31
buddy,
and 9.32. He was legally allowed to be there. Therefore,
buddy,
Carmelo Anthony is not a murderer because you
buddy.
cannot tell me
So
the
are
penal code that
so are
Carmelo
you
Anthony
going?
violated. Stop
So are you
pivoting to
going back?
Carmelo Anthony. I've
Hold
addressed this
on.
so many different times. We're
So
going in circles.
so
Tell me
are you
why you
going?
support Donald
Hold
Trump,
on.
the
So
president
you
of the
are
United
you
States of
going back
America.
on what you said? Are you going back on what you said because you earlier admitted that you were wrong? Are you going back on what you said?
What I said last time was for the sake of debate.
Good boy.
Even when I admit you're weird, even when I admitted I was wrong, you still didn't want to talk about Trump because he's
So
a sexual abuser. Donald
oh,
Trump is a
so
sexual
are you?
abuser.
So are you
Donald Trump is
going
a
back on
sexual
what you said?
abuser. This is your
Are you going back
president.
on what you
Donald
said?
Trump raped a woman.
Are you going back on what you said? That's a yes or
On
no.
what?
That earlier you said you were wrong about Carmelo Anthony.
I don't have to go back on what I said. If me going back on what you said will make you talk
And
about
by the
Trump,
way, he
yes.
violated section code 9.31. You have to use those in the context of the situation. And if you use the context of the situation, he would have to there would have to be a violent deadly force.
Nope,
that-
doesn't talk about violent or deadly force. I'll read it again.
Yes,
Excess as
because you
provided in
have
subsection
to-
B, a
okay.
person is justified in using force against another when and to the
Because
degree
you
the
have
actor
to
reasonably
use
believes
it
the
in
force
the
is immediately necessary to
context of
protect
the
the actor against the other's use of
situation.
attempted force or unlawful force. The actor's belief that
You
force was
have
immediately
to use
necessary was
it.
described
You
by the
have to
subsection
use
presumed to be
it in
reasonable
the-
if the actor
You
A
have
knew or had reason to believe
use
the
it
person
in the
against whom the force
context
was
of
used
the
unlawfully and with force
situation.
entered or was attempting to enter lawfully with force the actor's occupied habitation, vehicle, or place of business or employment. It doesn't talk about anything about
Are you
any
are you
violent
gonna
force.
use it in the context of the situation, which is what penal codes do?
So 9.32, if you're referencing 9.32, that talks
I'm
about violent
referencing
force,
both.
but 9.31 doesn't talk about
referencing
excessive
both.
force.
Yes, because you have to use it in the context
Not
of the
9.31.
situation.
Not
You do
9.31.
both. Yes, you do. Those are penal codes. If you know
You
anything
look like
about
a penal code.
it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I'm not.
Yeah, I should be a comedian.
Yeah, JB better. Yeah, your own chat spit, bro. You
It
look
says
like
JB, be better.
Oh shit, I'm fucking stupid.
Telling you to be better, dumbass.
Really? You just
Yeah.
said I look like a penal code, and you're calling me a dumbass.
And you laughed at that.
Because you're the dumb. I
was
wasn't
funny.
laughing with you. I was laughing at you. You
Yeah,
dumb.
prove it. We hit 500 subscribers. Just because of that, we're gonna permanently ban this